So Aaron, I've always wanted to ask you, do people still ask you to say bitch all the time?
Yes.
Really?
Well, yes, yeah, all the time. Yeah. Maybe a little more after this movie comes out, but yeah, it's a word I hear probably most frequent, yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense. And you know, when the series was over, we kind of were left to imagine what happened. You know, like
Right.
we all fill in the gap of whatever happened to Jesse.
What did you think happened to Jesse?
For some reason, I just thought he would go back for the kid and just like escape. I don't know what I
Right.
thought, but what did you think, and how close was it to what actually happened?
Yeah, you know, I thought, God, thank God he's away. You know, thank God he's not in that prison anymore, being tortured. Being forced to cook a drug that completely destroyed his life. But I knew that there was very much a rocky road ahead of him. It was not going to be easy, you know, but it was going to be a struggle, but he was going to, you know, fight for sort of that inner peace.
When I get low, oh, that's the way these things go. I saw my face in the mirror, and Lord, I know I've changed, though I look much the same.
Why do you think he didn't actually lose his moral compass the way kind of Walt did? Because I feel like he never actually lost that humanity to him.
There wasn't that sort of, you know, that inner desire to win in Jesse, and Walt always had that from the beginning, and that sort of just festered and sort of destroyed sort of everything inside, everything good. And so Jesse didn't have that.
When you left the series, he was at his worst, and you kind of had like 5 seasons to develop that, but then coming back to El Camino, it was just like straight to the point. What was the hardest part for you to leave from the character back then, and the hardest part to take back this time around?
Oh man, the hardest part to leave. I mean, I think the hardest part was just to kind of say goodbye to this guy who I really fell in love with. And I think a lot of the public fell in love with. And, you know, to be able to play this guy just with so many layers for so many years, you know, I really felt for him. And, yeah, it was interesting not to kind of zip on his skin every day. But then coming back, you know, 6 years later, I wasn't apprehensive, I was just interested to see how easy it would be to sort of jump back into those shoes again, and it was like no time had passed. You know, it's a little different though, because this follows Jesse post being in captivity for, you know, 6 months at least, tortured, and so it is definitely very much a different sort of Jesse than we're used to seeing.
Good news, you still look the same.
Oh, stop that.
Yeah! Nailing it!
Nailing it!